This is part 2 of the zombies. Yeah, if y'all wonder how these politicians be making more money than what they're actually earning, their salary, that's why. And if you wonder how they're getting in office and they don't deserve to be in office because they're actually being paid to get in there. A lot of these companies that's pushing, a lot of these pharmaceutical companies, these drug companies, these tobacco companies, all types of things. They pay these politicians to push in their agendas and their products here in this country. In a lot of countries, they're not having that. This is our government I'm talking about. So even the foods, I can go on for days and talk about the foods. Most of that food in the grocery stores is horrible. What they inject into the meats is indescribable. That should be considered animal cruelty. It's just, I don't get people and the way that they think. They talking about animal cruelty. It's animal cruelty and how they do those animals in those butchers, in those slaughterhouses. But I do understand and realize as human beings, we do have to have protein consumption. I get all that. But even in the case of that, what's wrong with us being able to have our own homesteads, our own land, and raise our own animals and butcher them the way that we see fit to do? And then those slaughterhouses, man, it'd be so many diseases and bacteria by the time that stuff get to the stores, and then they pump all that stuff in there so it can have a long shelf life. Y'all, it's unbelievable the things that we put into our bodies. And then we wonder why the world has gone the way it's gone, especially over here in this country, why it's so much violence. A lot of it comes from what we're eating. This stuff stimulates our thought process, and it trickles down into our behaviors and our habits. That's why at least 3 or 4 times a year, I go on a whole detox where I'll just drink straight water for at least a week. I try to do it for longer than that. And then when my body get weak, I'll, drink some juice, or I eat like a banana or something like that. But maybe y'all can tell me in the comments, when have they ever had our best interest at heart? If they had our best interest at heart, why do we have to continue to keep on dumping our money into this system? They want us to be broke and broken, not own anything. Even when purchasing land, I had to discover that they still want to own you and tell you what you can and cannot do. I thought when I bought a property, actually I knew not, because I did my research before I started doing it. And I heard a lot of the homesteaders were saying that they said some properties they can't do this, some properties they can't do that. They still have to do this, they still have to do that. And I discovered the same thing, especially when you're dealing with properties with HOAs. Oh man, whew. You talking about the taxes they get you every year when you're paying your property taxes. Not only you're paying the property taxes, you paying the HOA fee, you paying all these unknown fees they come up with. Then they're telling you, while you're paying them your hard-earned money that is very hard to come by these days, they telling you what you can and what you cannot do on this property that you've bought. So they want to own us like we some slaves, feed us any old thing, tell us any old thing, and y'all run down there and let them put something y'all on. Y'all don't even know how it's going to affect your body, how it's going to affect your mind, and what's in it.